everybody, I'm Mr. Gaff, and here are some fast facts about the moon and its lunar cycle. Now, the moon does not produce its own light. It simply reflects sunlight off its surface. But how much of that surface is visible, or how much we can see, depends on where it is in its lunar cycle. One cool thing about this is that no matter where you are on the Earth, from Seattle to Singapore, we all see the same amount of the moon lit up. The same amount of the moon is visible. Now, which side is visible and the moon's positioning in the sky does change depending on what hemisphere you're in. For this video, we're going to focus on the perspective of the northern hemisphere. Now, a full lunar cycle takes about 29 and a half days, and it actually only takes the moon about 27 days to complete one full orbit around the Earth. It's just that the Earth is also orbiting the sun while the moon is orbiting the Earth, so the moon needs a few extra days to catch up. On Earth, we actually only ever get to see one side of the moon. This is because the moon is what's called tidally locked. The same side always faces us because its orbit period, which is 27 days, is the same as its rotation time, which is also 27 days. Now, there are 8 major parts to the lunar cycle. The first phase of a lunar cycle is called a new moon. And I always found this a little bit confusing because you think new things are shiny and bright, but you can't actually see a new moon at all. It has no visibility. The moon is positioned between the Earth and the sun, so its lit side is actually facing away from us. Where is it? After a new moon, the moon becomes a waxing crescent, which means it's gaining light but is still less than half visible. In the northern hemisphere, it gains light from right to left, and in the southern hemisphere, it's the opposite, from left to right. After about 7 days, we get a first quarter moon, which is actually a half moon and one of 2 half moons of the lunar cycle. It's called the first quarter moon because the moon is about a quarter of a way through its lunar cycle. After a first quarter moon, the moon becomes a waxing gibbous, which means it is more than half visible and still gaining light day by day. Next up, we have werewolves and everybody else's favorite, a full moon. Now, full moons are beautiful, and they signal that the moon is halfway through its lunar cycle. From this point, the moon will steadily lose light day by day until it gets back to a new moon. After a full moon, the moon becomes a waning gibbous, which means it's still more than half visible but losing light day by day. Next comes the third quarter moon, which is actually the second half moon of a lunar cycle. The third quarter moon means that the moon is 3/4 of the way through its lunar cycle, and the part that is visible, or the half that is visible, is the exact opposite of a first quarter moon. After a third quarter moon, the moon becomes a waning crescent, which means it's losing light day by day and is now less than half visible. In the equator, it's actually really cool. It kind of just looks like a smiley face. Pretty cute. Pretty soon, it will go back to being a new moon, and the cycle will start all over again. All right, everybody, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.